My Jeep Gladiator is thirsty, but how are the gas prices right now? Let's go check a few stations. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Rob Motive JT. Real quick, if you haven't before, make sure you smash that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. So that's right, my Jeep Gladiator is thirsty. I'm down a little over a quarter tank, and that's typically when I fill up. I don't like to chance running out of gas, so I stay way above that little empty mark. So I thought, with everything that's going on right now, let's do a little survey. We're gonna take a ride and see what the gas prices are like, and then I'm actually gonna fill it up, that quarter tank plus that I need for my Jeep Gladiator. So what am I getting fuel economy wise? That's important. How much gas am I burning? Well, right now in this truck, I'm averaging 15.2 miles per gallon. Range 229 miles. So I have 229 miles until I really need to start worrying about filling up, or maybe 220 miles. So I'm definitely not hyper miling here. But again, let me stress that most of my driving is being done on city type roads or slower speed limits. So I'm not getting the best fuel economy that I could possibly get anyway. But that's not a big deal to me because I realize it is a truck and it's not going to get awesome gas mileage. So we're heading off to the first station right now. We're going to check it out. This is not where I'm going to get gas, but I want to see where they're at. It's a station that's located a little bit out of town. So I suspect it's either going to be higher because it's out by itself, or it'll be lower because it's out by itself. So we'll pull in here in a second. I'll let you guys know what the cost of gas at this station is. Okay, here's the first one right here, and hopefully you can see off in the distance. It is $3.24 per gallon. That's for regular unleaded. And then $3.67 for diesel. So that's our baseline, $3.24 and $3.67. Now we're going to head off to the next one and see what they're priced at. All right, so there you go. That's our baseline, $3.24 and $3.67. We're coming up to another one here, getting closer to town. So I suspect it may be more expensive, but you never know. We're actually going to go by about 3 or 4 stations. So we're going to get gas at the fourth one. Irregardless, that's right, I said it, irregardless of what the cost is, because I'll be there. So let me turn you around. The next one is coming up shortly. Okay, here's the next one on the right. You may hopefully be able to see it. I think we're going to hit a stop sign. Looks like $3.19 and $3.67. So regular unleaded is less, but diesel is actually 2 cents per gallon more. That's kind of strange. So maybe they're making their money on diesel over there. I don't know, but on to the next one. Here's the next one up on the left. Looks like this one is $3.21 per gallon regular and $3.79 for diesel. So fluctuating a little bit. We have one more that we're going to go to, and we'll see if it's the cheapest. I hope so, because that's the one I'm actually going to get gasoline at. So we're off to the next one, the final one. Okay, we're pulling up to the next one, the final one. This is where I am going to get gas, and it's $3.21 and $3.78 for diesel. So we're going to pay 2 cents per gallon more to get gasoline here at this gas station. So I guess I should have gotten it at the $3.19, but that's the way it is. 2 cents per gallon more. Well, there you have it. 6.89 gallons and $22.20 at 3.219 per gallon. You know, I always find it funny. Everything always ends in a 9, right? 3.219, 3.689. Why not tell it like it is? I mean, I know it's a tenth of a cent, right? But 3.219, that's $3.22 a gallon. So that's where we ended up. As I mentioned, I guess I should have gotten gas at the 3.19. I would have saved a couple of pennies per gallon, right? I put 6 gallons in, so that's 12 cents, 13 cents, let's round it up. Would make a difference, I suppose, over time if you were burning a ton of gas, but you know, I don't use that much gas. I don't do tons of driving. It's not like I'm driving back and forth to some office somewhere every day. Most, if not all of my driving is done around town and for the channel. So not too frequent. So anyway, gas here, I think about a week or two ago was somewhere around the $2.89, $2.99 mark, something like that. So obviously the price of gasoline has gone up, undoubtedly due to what's going on in the world right now. Do I look for it to go higher? Unfortunately, I do. I think we may see upwards of $4 a gallon here, maybe even more, depending on how things turn out for what's happening around the world right now. We shall see. Hopefully not. By the way, I don't think I mentioned earlier in the video, I do live in South Texas, extreme South Texas. So I know gasoline down here is probably a bit cheaper than most of you are seeing where you live, particularly if you live in an area that has high taxes on gasoline, like California, even up north where I used to live in Ohio. But I will say that there have been times, because I still follow it here or there just for kicks, in Ohio that gasoline has actually been the same or sometimes even cheaper than it is here in South Texas, which is kind of strange because we're in oil country here, right? You would think the cheapest gas that you could ever get would be in South Texas, unless of course you lived in Saudi Arabia or somewhere, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Although I will say overall it is cheaper, but not always. Kind of strange. So I'm curious, as I'm driving around and thinking about the upward trend for gas prices right now, is that something that makes anyone out there consider dumping their Jeep Gladiator? You know, at 15.2 miles per gallon, I could obviously be doing a lot better. I could be getting twice that, maybe 3 times that, depending on what vehicle I had. You know, if I went to a hybrid, or maybe even a Toyota Prius, that's a hybrid, right? Or electric, obviously my gasoline prices would go way down, potentially even disappear, of course, if I drove something electric. And I'm wondering if in the future, if gas does continue to increase or even stay at a higher level, how that's going to bode for the electric and hybrid car markets. I would think if you're an electric car manufacturer, you know, right now with gas prices trending up, probably pretty good for your business. I would think that a lot of the electric car people out there are a bit encouraged when prices jump like they have here recently, for obvious reasons. So anyway, leave a comment, let me know. Do the high gas prices have you contemplating maybe selling out of your Jeep Gladiator and getting something that is a little bit better? Leave a comment, I'd be curious to know. Also, if you didn't in the beginning, make sure you smash that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. I do have 2 additional channels, Rob Motive, all about my 2021 Toyota Tacoma getting slightly better gas mileage, and Rob Motive FST, focusing recently on my 2022 Ram 1500, getting slightly worse gas mileage. Check them out, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.